I had a grandmother. My faith came as a result of my grandmother who loved God, and we were part of this. Anybody watch The Grapes of Wrath? That movie, The Grapes of Wrath. I mean, you're looking at the grapes of wrath right here. I mean, that's so. We were like that truck. We used to move from Calexico and the tip of California up to like Fresno to work on the harvest fields, and that was us. And we would pack the car with like birds and cat and kids and everything else. But and we leave in a caravan like 4 or 5 cars at a time. And my grandmother would get us on our knees before we left. She would say, we're going to pray, like in Spanish, vamos a orar. It sounds really heavy, vamos a orar. So you had to get on your knees, and after that, we're going to pray. And she would get us on our knees and begin these prayers, long prayers. It wasn't like these eyebrow prayers. It was these long prayers. And she would begin to pray, and she would pray, and then she would ask God and invoke the Lord's presence and the whole thing, and then pray for them. And then she'd begin to pray one by one for every single son and daughter she had, and then grandkids and all that she had. I mean, one by one. And we're sitting there like waiting for us. She prayed for me. None of us were saved. Pagans. And you know what? In my lifetime, I have seen her prayers answered. I have seen all her children except one come to Christ. And he's still alive. Pray for him. He's the last holdout. But all her children came to Christ except for the one. And grandchildren, one by one coming to Christ, and some becoming preachers of the gospel. Imagine that. Because she bothered to pray for them. Pray.